Streaming to you live from an undisclosed location deep within the bowels of the Rose City, it's Portland Live with Chris Franklin!
We're ready to go. This is episode 3, everybody. Welcome, everybody in the live audience. Welcome, everybody on the Facebook Live. It's Monday, February 19th. It's snowing out, which is awesome. We've got a live show for you. I've got so many great entertainers, and we're going to start it off quick. We've got so much heat for you today. We're going to start it off with Zane Thomas. Come on out.
So I recently realized that you can't have an afro and anxiety. You know, like sometimes I'm walking around, I'm just like, man, I feel like everybody's looking at me. It's like, dude, they are. You look dope as shit. It's true. No, somebody actually suggested to me, because we live in Portland, right? Everyone's like, oh, have you tried smoking weed for your anxiety? You tried smoking weed for your anxiety? I don't know. Have you ever tried smoking meth for your insomnia? Worth a shot. So my name's Zane Thomas. I'm mixed race. If you guys don't know what that means, it means that my mom's white and my dad's what? Go on. Very good. Or upset I keep telling that joke. I don't know. No, I actually met my dad for the first time last year. And here's the deal. He calls me up from out of nowhere, and I'm stoned out of my mind in Atlanta, Georgia. Right? Calls me up. He's like, hey, man, how you doing? G.I. Joe? He's like, nah, man, this sound like G.I. Joe. I was like, Black G.I. Joe? He's like, nah, man, it's your father. I was like, oh, shit, dude, I always wanted to meet you. I just never knew where to find you. He's like, well, now you know. No one's half the battle. I'm like, this nigga is G.I. Joe. Knew it. For me, my father was a really nerve-wracking experience, right? Because, like, I walk outside this hotel, and there's two things I realize as soon as I get out there. Number one, way too high to meet my dad for the first time, right? Number two, I don't even know what this dude looks like, right? So I'm literally walking up to every black dude who gets out of their car like, are you my daddy? A lot of maybes. I was out there for like an hour or so, and finally this black dude walks up to me. He's like, what's up, son? Wasn't even my dad, just some black dude saying what's up. So I grew up with my mom, and I lived in a trailer court. I don't really like to joke about, though, because it hits too close to mobile home. Pew pew. I love this show. I grew up with my mom, and here's the deal. She used to like move us around to really small white towns, you know, so we could blend in. And yeah, no, it was awful. Used to live in these really small white towns, but if it wasn't hard enough for me to blend in, my mom was a lesbian and a witch. Yeah, true story. And if you can't wrap your head around that, she's basically halfway between Portland and Salem. Geography. I love my mom to death. I feel like she was getting cocky, though, because she slept with more women than me. No reason to be a dick about it. No, she was always making fun of me. I remember I asked her this, I was talking to her one time. I was like, hey, I appreciate you teaching me how to drive, but, I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up any chicks in this van. She's like, don't blame the van. Wow, you guys felt real sad about that one. That's fair. No, that's cool. Can I tell you guys about the first time I said that's gay in front of my lesbian mom? Do it! All right, if I have to. So I was about like 10 years old, right? And I come home one day and my mom's like, hey, have you heard NSYNC? And I was like, no. And she shows it to me. I'm like, that's the gayest thing I ever heard, right? Real ignorant. We know. But she said something that kind of blew my mind. She's like, well, how would you feel if when I didn't like something, I said, that's nigga, right? Right? Blew my mind. So like a mature 10-year-old, I was like, Grandpa, Mom called me a nigger. Which was a lie. It was a huge lie. And I took that lie with me to his grave. I feel bad, all right? I feel bad. About 11 years later, I went to my very first strip club with my mom the day of my grandfather's funeral. I can't make that up. Listen, and this was not a good strip club, by the way. Like, it was a strip club in Iowa. Yeah, like the most popular chick there was this private dancer with a wooden arm. Yeah, but I heard she's beating him off with a stick. Oh. There we go. There we go. He can't even see me. He just knew. He just knew. No, but I'm at this strip club and with my mom, you know, and she looks over at me. This sounds weird when I say it out loud. She looks over at me and she asked me this question that, like, to this day, I don't know if I could have answered any better. She looks over at me and she's like, "You a tits man or an ass man?" Right? How do you answer your mom? How do you answer your mom? How do you answer your mom? I'm asking. I didn't know, so I just said what I thought she wanted me to hear. So I was like, I don't know. I like smiles. She's like, that's the gayest thing I ever heard. All right, I'm St. Thomas. You guys have been awesome. Thanks a lot.
Oh, Portland's got so much heat. I love it. Thank you, everybody. We've got a commercial. We got a commercial break from Wrangler Jeans. Yeah, we need local sponsors, guys. Here we go.
Oh, jeez! My favorite pair of jeans!
I see you don't like the way your jeans are cut. Well, what you gotta do is get yourself a Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Next Friday, when you get paid, head on down to where the denim gets made. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Give the man all your cash. Slap some Wranglers on your ass. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Dip a little dip with your Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Kick a little kick with your Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler jeans, cowboy boots. Every cowgirl thinks your butt looks cute. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Here's Brett Favre. He's my guy. Wrangler jeans till the day we die. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Pack 'em up high with your Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wear 'em when you fly with your Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Riff a little riff with your Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Jump right off a cliff with your Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt. Wrangler butt.
Sexy Marvin, thank you for taking us in. Guys, it just keeps on rolling. Next, I have an improv group that's been tearing up Portland. They've got shows every month, every Tuesday at where? Sorry?
Kickstand Comedy.
Kickstand Comedy. Everybody, Broke Gravy. Come on in. Hell yeah. So I got Eric, Leon, and Chris.
Yep.
You guys comprise Broke Gravy. Tell me a bit about how you all started.
We all started in different towns or different cities across the U.S. I got started down in L.A., so I did a bunch of improv during college, and then right after college, I decided I wanted to continue it. So started with the Second City Conservatory, made my way through that, and then performed main stage down there for a year before stopping improv altogether for about 3 or 4 years. Then came up to Portland, needed something to do, searched improv in Portland, found Curious Comedy Theater, and then it's kind of been performing since then.
Dope. You point to Chris. Take the story from there.
So Leon and I met in a workshop.
Yeah.
I believe the Liberators were doing a workshop. Leon and I met there. I had never really seen another. I'd seen other black improvisers.
Not in Portland.
Not
in person.
Not in Portland and not in person.
There's a video.
Yeah, we kind of gravitated towards each other, and then I think we didn't talk again for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't really see each other for another year, and then Leon kind of met Eric over at Curious because I was at Brody Theater at the time, and he made a couple phone calls, and we just started hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to take over now. So I'm from the Midwest. I started doing improv in South Dakota, actually, which is a thing. But then when I moved back home to Minneapolis, I started taking classes first at Stevie Ray's, then at Brave New Workshop, which is I believe the oldest satirical comedy theater in the country, and then eventually was doing stuff at huge improv theater. Moved out here on kind of a whim with my wife, and then got into contact with Leon through this Minneapolis group, Ferrari McSpeedy, and that's their name. They're great.
They're insane.
Shouts to Joe Bozick and
Yeah,
Mike Fotis.
if you're out there,
Are you watching there? You should be.
Bodie's on this one. Bodie's over here.
And Fotis over there. Bozick's over there. And they're like, meet up with them. Leon, I literally met Leon 4 days after I got into town. That's the kind of guy Leon is.
Leon knows everything.
Leon knows everyone.
Yeah.
Like, Leon knows half the people here. And they don't even know that they know him. And he was like, I know this guy, we should meet up. Cut to like 7 months later, we finally met, and it was a wrap. It was like so easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So tell me, for the audience who's never seen a improv comedy show, tell us what they could expect.
Improv takes all different forms. So there's like short form, which is more games. If you remember that show, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
That's kind of a lot of people's first introduction to improv comedy in the States. And that's like either called short form or like comedy sports or theater sports. Then there's long form improv, which is more scenic story building and narrative.
That's what we do.
And that's what we do.
Yeah. Okay.
So a Bro Gravy show can take a few different forms, but it all surrounds the story. So like we'll either ask the audience and like chat with an audience member about their experiences in life, whether it's during childhood or something that's going on in their life right now, and we'll pull inspiration from that conversation, and then we'll act out all of those scenes on stage. The other way is we allow the audience to ask us as individual humans any question that they want to know.
That's individual humans.
Oh, it's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to humans, three individual
humans that make up a super group.
Tell me about the origins of the name Broke Gravy. Where did that come from?
Okay. I'm just going to say this and then
Wait, I got to preface. Any story is going to be a good story when it starts with, okay. Go ahead, Chris.
This is what I'm going to say. I think we were at my house. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
We were at my house. I left the room and came back, and our name was Broke Gravy.
Yeah.
That's what I know. So I think you two
Just throw it
have
out.
from there. So I have no clue really what happened.
If I were to guess, I think we were discussing the merits of breakfast. And specifically, Portland's use of gravy.
Dude.
Yeah.
And how
What? Got good gravy.
there's good gravy
On
around.
stage,
Good gravy
who's got the
There's-
best gravy?
Ooh. Have you been
Is it
down
gravy?
to
What
Have
do
you
we
been
call
down
it, gravy?
to Birdie Lou's down in Selwood?
Oh, Selwood, Birdie Lou.
Bernie.
It's a tiny little breakfast.
Yeah. Get
Okay.
yourself up at like 8 a.m. Go down there, wait for an hour, and get yourself some.
Oh, that's
biscuits
short.
and gravy.
Only an hour?
At 8 a.m.
That's like 5 minutes in Portland brunch time.
Standard Portland brunch time.
God damn. We got gravy cues. We've got great comedy. You have a bunch of shows coming up.
Yes.
One coming up on March 1st. Tell us a bit about
that's
that.
right. Yeah. So we're excited. We've been playing all over Portland and the U.S. and Canada. Coincidentally,
We're huge in Canada.
We're huge in Canada.
International.
That's only partially hyperbole. But this is the first time that we're actually kind of stepping out and trying our own thing. So we're gonna be at the East Portland Eagles Lodge, which is on Hawthorne and like 50th.
Yep.
$10 at the door. If you bring some canned goods, we'll knock a couple bucks off the price for the Oregon Food Bank.
Cheers to that.
The East Portland Eagles Lodge is dope. Really cool, just old space. They're very philanthropic. They're about community, so it's a cool thing to hook up with them.
We got a killer opener.
Our opener
Mom
are
jeans.
these 6 awesome, hilarious women mom jeans that are on the come up. So yeah, we're real excited. Shows at doors are at 7, but secret about the Eagles Lodge is they have happy hour every day from 5 to 7.
What?
Whether they're open or not. Sometimes
Chris is gonna be destroyed
Yeah.
for the show.
like sometimes I open.
On that side.
Oh, they got cider. Chris.
Oh, we want to have
It's like,
a cider
wait.
conversation? 'Cause I
Let's
will
have a cider conversation.
Are you,
Cider.
Chris, hold on. This needs to be addressed. Are you gluten free?
No. I just like dry cider. And
Okay.
they make fun of me for it all the time. I like dry cider.
Do you prefer it in a snifter?
I had it in a snifter.
Yo, the one that came in the wine glass.
In Canada.
Yep.
That was delicious. But you had it and it was delicious.
It was delicious.
Okay.
I'm not.
I
I'm
drink
just saying.
cider and bourbon. I drink dry cider and bourbon.
That's a deadly combination.
That's not all you drink, because we're out.
Oh.
Friend of the show, Bertoni.
Man,
At an
Tony
Abbey Creek.
Boston, Abbey Creek Winery.
Oh yeah.
Out of Abbey Creek, Chris. Usually a rosé man when he's trying to be fancy. Usually a rosé man.
I feel the judgment in this room.
What did you have? What was that?
However, he stepped his game up and he got that Tempranillo.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
Tempranillo though.
Okay, Chris, I'm with
Tempranillo.
you.
Yeah.
Both the rosé and the Tempranillo
Yeah.
from Abbey Creek Winery
Yeah.
are bomb. They're amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
Delicious.
Bertoni.
Shouts to
Shouts
Bertoni.
out.
Do it. Change the name to Temper Negro, and we got you.
That was Leon's allotted corny ass joke of the show.
What you just witnessed is what Eric and I have to put up with all the time.
And
Which
you
is-
love it.
Which is that right there. I didn't think you were gonna do it.
I didn't think he'd have space, and there he is.
There he is.
Let's talk about your residency. Every first Tuesday at the Kickback.
Kickstand.
Kickstand.
But you can kick him back. You can kick him back at the Kickstand Comedy Space.
What is happening?
Cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Also, let's talk social
I'm
media.
influencing.
Where can the audience find you on social media?
Social media, facebook.com/brokegravy, Broke Gravy Improv. And then also just go to our
There's
website.
No improv, there's just Broke Gravy.
Oh, it's just Broke Gravy?
It's just Broke Gravy.
Ooh.
It's
And
less-
brogravy.com.
We paid
And
extra.
brokegravy.com, you can find links to all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it has what's coming up show-wise and all of that.
Guys, thank you so much for coming out.
Hey, thank you.
Chris,
Absolutely an honor.
Leon, Eric, Broke Gravy, thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Sexy Marvin, take us out. I'll take one more. Sexy Marvin, you are so damn sexy. What was that? I know, it's been snowing all day. It's crazy. You took an asteroid here. You're fucking wild, Marvin. Guys, next up, we've got a musical act. We have Matt and Andrew, neither, coming on stage. Everybody give them a round of hand.
express really just how much has changed. Continental breakfast, nothing left to eat by noon. Backing out investments, try to drone it out, it seems. Right now I'm hardly living, but boy, I'm sleeping good. If I could spend the whole day in bed, I think I would. Don't know what you want now, but I got what I asked for. I want comfort food, I want grocery stores with Philadelphia original cream cheese. I know you'll listen, I know you'll hear me good. We are no longer close, but for a spell we were. You were never much for words, always ride or die. I never faked a thing, babe, but I might have lied. Over easy, I prefer my breakfast fried. Now, never meant to be so rude. Sure enough, neglected you. And I don't know why I do it. No, never meant to be so rude. Sure enough, neglected you. I don't know why I do it. No, never meant to be so rude. Sure enough, neglected you. And I don't know why I do it. No, never meant to be so rude. Sure enough, neglected you. I don't know why I do it.
Oh my God! Thank you guys for coming out. That was beautiful. That was a great show, guys. Shout out to everybody behind the camera who make this thing work. Shout out to Roy. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Neil. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to Josh and Joe. Without this doesn't exist. Thank you so much. Everybody, come on stage. Come on stage. We all need to see you. This is Portland Live, and each week we want to bring you the best entertainers, musicians, comedians, everybody here in Portland. We've got such a livestock. Sexy Marvin, hell yeah. Guys, shout out. Cheers to an awesome show. This is episode 3.